Kremlin officials think Russia can win Ukraine war by fall, predicting allies will get tired of helping, report says.
This post received a score of 51,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
So their military strategy is NATO will get bored?
They are hoping that the alliance, might not be the right word, that was formed to fight Russia, USSR will get bored of fighting Russia, who is attempting to reform the USSR. They are hoping that NATO gets tired of being NATO.
We just wanted to have the NATO. We don't want to use the NATO.
You see, only one who wanted to find the NATO, find it, but not use it, would be able to get it.
Just like how they also thought it would be 3 days, wait 2 weeks, wait a month. Oh, these guys are just terrible at predicting.
They haven't sent in their best troops and equipment yet.
Nothing get moral going like seeing your country's untrained youth being used as target practice.
And now it's their untrained fathers.
The plan is for the grandfathers to use the training they got in Afghanistan and the weapons the great-grandfathers built in the Second World War to win in the fall after the other 2 generations have been depleted. When, the Western military-industrial complex gets tired of making weapons.
Greater than when, the Western military-industrial complex gets tired of making weapons after like 5 months of no war. The weak was worried they might not make money head over fist there.
We were in Afghanistan for 20 years, and those people didn't even want us there. We don't even have combat troops on the ground, officially, in Ukraine. Supplying American-made weapons to foreigners is just an American jobs program. We can do this shit all day.
The idea that the US would give up in a matter of months is absolutely batty. We haven't even hit 12 figures in aid to Ukraine yet. Russia thinks the US is running out of steam. Meanwhile, we haven't even finished our warm-up stretch. Trying to get into a monetary war with the US is a terrible, terrible idea.
Greater than we spent trillions, with AT, on Iraq and Afghanistan. About $300 mil per day for 20 years. Just to put in perspective, because once you get into billions and trillions it's tough for the human mind to comprehend just how big those numbers actually are.
That's actually insane when you put it like that.
And that figure is only what we spent in Afghanistan, doesn't include Iraq.
That would have been especially spendy too, with it being the shock and awe war.
Hey Sarge, how are we gonna liberate that village? Shock and awe, son, shock and awe.
I think NATO knows the danger of Russia getting more territory. They won't get tired of helping.
Even if NATO gets tired, countries like Poland and Finland see Russia as an immediate existential threat at this point. They don't have the option of getting tired. And just Sweden plus Finland plus Poland have a GDP that easily matches Russia, and access to vastly superior arms, and don't have domestic arms production crippled by sanctions. Ukraine's foreign help may dwindle over time, but it isn't going away, and Russia has no capacity to match it in the long term in even minimal form.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.